Greetings, everybody. I'm TychoCelchuuu, and this is a Starcraft II match between ethnic Breckon and Superhero. If you don't know who these two people are, go watch the previous one. Nick Breckon has this time elected to play as the Zerg. I don't know what Nick Breckon mained as old school Zerg favored Winds of Liberty map, so you can't complain. Anyways, hopefully we'll see a better performance by Breckon on the creepy crawly aliens, and we again have Protoss elected by Superhero, and Superhero, I should mention, is off racing, so Superhero does not normally play the Protoss. So if you're watching this and you're like, Superhero isn't a good video game player, I could play better than Superhero at Starcraft 2. Keep in mind, Superhero not a Starcraft 2, or not a Protoss person. Maybe, what tab should I leave up? APM is not worth leaving up. Active forces. Oh, we should turn on the name panel. And let's keep income there. I like income. Income is a good sort of thing to have. If you don't have income, you'll die of malnutrition, unless you can dumpster dive. But sometimes you get trapped at a dumpster and you die. So Nick Breckon now scouting. That's impressive. And Superhero also scouting. We have the probe. Oop, not chasing the drone. Superhero does notice the drone. It's unclear to me whether Nick Breckon noticed the probe. Why do I have Diablo here, by the way? Can someone explain? What's okay, good. Thankfully Diablo's gone. God, he's back. What is this fucker? Is this a bug or is this on purpose? Someone please post in the YouTube comments or whatever why I have Diablo. Why there's a big old Diablo just all over my workers. Superhero taking, it's hard to tell, taking some of Nick Breckon's minerals, not taking some of Nick Breckon's minerals. I have a cat right now on my desk. She's licking my hand, and we have a geeky Zerg rush coming out from ethnic Breckon, and he changes his mind. He's going to catch the probe, he's going to catch and surround the probe. Excellent. So now if we look at the units killed, actually somehow Superhero killed something. I guess the scouting drone. Yes, the scouting drone was killed, so we're actually even. So Superhero really doing a good job defending from this Zerg rush. We already have a photon cannon up. We have a wall off more or less complete here. I mean, not complete, obviously. The Zerglings can go around. We have the probes getting ready to complete the wall. And that means the Zerglings can't get past. They're taking some bad damage from these photon cannons, and now they're in, but there's another photon cannon there, and so a single lone Zergling makes it into the mineral line to slightly harass this probe. Doesn't even take its shields off, and now I think we can safely say Breckon is a little behind, actually almost even in APM, and in fact sometimes beating Superhero, so that's pretty impressive. And we have another, not to be discouraged, Breckon has more Zerglings coming, and Superhero gives us a little lull from the superior player, just to indicate that there are Zerglings on the way, and Superhero is probably not scared of these Zerglings. This is Zealot doing an admirable job, but Breckon not able to get this around, is able to get enough damage to push the Zealot off, almost gets this around, doesn't get this around. That looks like that Zealot will be fine, and these probes can now handle themselves. Do we have any probes killed? No, Breckon has yet to kill a single probe with this attack. And now with the second Zealot out, it looks like Hero's going to be able to hold fairly easily. We don't have any injects coming yet, I think. Any spawn larvae. I swear this used to be called injection. Maybe it never was, and everyone just called it injection, like for years and years, and nobody ever bothered to read the tooltip because it looks like the queen is injecting stuff? I don't know. That's one of the mysteries. That's a mystery like the Diablo. The Diablo mystery, the inject mystery. We're uncovering all sorts of mysteries, folks, in this game, because I'm completely unqualified to cast what we were watching. And Nick Breckon really winning the APM, oh, not anymore, but was very briefly winning the APM game. And we have some roaches outside. Excellent teching choice by Breckon, going for the roaches, knowing that these Zerglings have a limited time. Can you hear the fucking cat like messing with my fucking newspapers? back behind me. Jesus fucking Christ, cat. Excellent teching choice by Breckon, knowing that the Zerglings are of limited use against these Zealots, so going straight into the Roaches, which don't have the speed to catch the Zealot, so looks like they're just going to have to chase them back, and this one Roach in front is continually sort of like blocking the Roach behind, and the Roach behind is like, get out of the way, get out of the way. And oh look, it's Arcturus Minsk, I think is his name. Yeah, Minsk statue. Oh, that's his name, Minsk Statue. Statue's a weird last name, but and I thought Minsk was his last name. And Wolf Statue. Man, everybody's name. This must be his child, Wolf Statue. He named his child Wolf, which is appropriate because the child looks like a wolf. How do I rotate? Oh yeah, I still remember. It's been so many years since I played this video game, and I still remember the keyboard hotkeys to rotate. Back when I did play this game, I didn't even play this game. I played like, I don't know, 10 or fewer auto match games, and I made it to Platinum, which is the rank that if you place into, you can hope to maybe move up to Diamond, which is where you don't suck. But I felt pretty good about placing into Platinum. I just didn't keep playing because I sort of looked out at my future Starcraft II career, and it's like, if I want to get good at this game, I have to start doing things like memorizing build orders. Really memorizing build orders was what I would have to do, and I was like, I just don't want to do that. That's not a thing that I find fun in a video game. So that's when I ended my Starcraft II career back in 2010. And but I played Zerg. So back when I played it, I played Zerg. We have a scouting overlord sent out. Does find superhero's army, which means Breckon is able to engage them outside his base and does some good damage. They are recalled by the Mothership Core, so good play there, superhero, keeping the Mothership Core by the army. So that, where did they go? Oh, so here they are, so that they can get out of a sticky situation. If we look at the units killed tab, really Breckon didn't accomplish anything right there. It killed like 2 units, but workers killed still very even. So if we look at the income, Breckon's getting owned. I guess the failure to pump out workers and inject and expand is really taking its toll on the Zerg, whereas I don't think we have much chrono boosting going on, but now we do. That got chrono boosted, I think. No, it didn't. It's really hard to tell. Did that get chrono boosted? It doesn't look like it did because it's not on a cooldown. It's a mystery to me. They changed the macro mechanics, I feel like, back in when Legacy of the Void or whatever came out, or somewhere near then. We have the Silnaga Watchtower claimed from the Zergling by the Sillet. And I don't really understand. Did they change? I feel like they must have changed the Zerg, the macro mechanic, and the Terran macro mechanic, and I thought they changed all 3 of them, but I don't understand what changed. So if someone wants to post in the comments, what did they do to mules, to larva inject, and to chrono boost? What did they alter? You can tell I'm totally qualified to be casting this. So we have this omnipresent observer now in place from Superhero. There's nothing Breckon does that's going to be a surprise, and in terms of what Breckon is trying to do, that won't be a surprise. We have Glial Reconstitution. Great. Some people say Glial. I go for Glial. I'm a Glial fan. I'm a Glial proponent. We have metabolic boost for the Zergling, so that's an interesting choice, seeing as the Roaches look like they're going to be a crucial part of Breckon's army. They're forming a huge chunk. In fact, I don't think he has any Zerglings. Also, he's electing to upgrade the missile attacks, so he's going heavy into the Roach, but also dumping 100 is what I think this costs into the metabolic boost. Ooh, an Aspire. So perhaps we can aspire to some Mutilisks. Oh, yeah, Aspire sounds like Spire. Sounds like a Spire. How's the income going? Breckon at about half Vespine and about 2/3 minerals. But this is on board now. Doesn't have a queen. These 2 have queens, and this one has been injected. Spawn larvae. It doesn't say inject anywhere. People just made that up. I swear people made that up. Oh, and we have a nice scout from Superhero already seeing this expansion, so we'll have to see if how's the army supply looking. So Superhero actually only very slightly ahead in terms of army supply, 53 to 47. So maybe doesn't want to take the fight, especially versus Zerg that can sort of max their army real fast with all these larvae sitting around. If only Breckon would spawn some larvae. You kind of want to be careful about getting deep into enemy lines and doing some sort of attack there, because soon you'll be just surrounded by those little stupid little Zergling things. So look, we did have a queen inject some stuff. So good, Breckon's got his macro game on point. It's on fleek, as the children would say. We don't have any miners here in this extractor. We don't have any extractors here. We don't have an extractor here. But the important thing is that we have this sort of aesthetically pleasing juxtaposition of a colonized extractor that sort of hangs out on its lonesome, not visited by any Zerg units, and then this sort of pristine, unblemished, triple farting butthole poking straight out of the ground. Oddly enough, the creep does not seem to want to go up on top of the Vespene geysers. Looks like this attack is actually going to be a big problem for Breckon. Somehow the army is all the way down there. A single Mutalisk flies over and gets itself owned. Immortal taking tiny damage from Zerglings, but this sort of pitiful roach force in two groups finally shows up. Half of them cut off by the force fields anyways, the other half slowed down by the time bubble. So although Breckon is picking off some people, he has killed 11 units. It looks like the Protoss are going to take this game, which, if I'm going to be honest, is not a surprise for two reasons. One, Superhero is better at the game. Two, I watched this last night when it was streamed. So, not very surprising. But, oof, that's bloody. That Mutalisk is just, ugh. Really, really well played from Superhero. You definitely built Stalkers, and that's the important thing. And Breckon realizing this, calling GG, he supposes. And I hope you've all enjoyed these two really top-tier games. And there's one more coming, but it's a little special. It's a special game. So I'll see you at the special game. I swear when I hit the stop recording button, it just doesn't work the first time every time I'm recording StarCraft II. I don't know, but here, I'll hit it again.